With the shock created by the pandemic first and then by the war in Ukraine, many companies had the problem sourcing the inputs that they need. This is for essential products like food or medicines or for microchips. A big question is how can we ensure that firms are resilient in presence of this shock and can source the inputs that they need. So in our research, we focus on Indonesia. We have firm-level data and information on non-tariff measures and tariffs that Indonesian exporters face on the imports of inputs. And with this very detailed database, we're able to associate the measures that these firms face on their inputs, and this way we can build an indicator of the exposure to trade policies on the import side for each individual firm in Indonesia. We find that certain non-tariff measures are more problematic than others. So there are some tariff measures that are more protectionist. And in the case of Indonesia, those tend to be pretty prevalent. So an example would be exactly certification requirements or pre-shipment inspections, all things that would require a specialized agency from Indonesia to certify the product in the country of origin. So it is very costly. Second, we find that different firms in Indonesia are impacted in different ways. So for instance, smaller firms tend to have less flexibility and they tend to be hurt more when a shock hits the economy if they face non-tariff measures on their inputs. What we need to think about is reforms that would make it easier for firms to diversify, which simply means that they could switch their imported inputs from one country to the other when a shock hits the economy.